Hi guys, Healing Seagull here. Still not used to a tripod. Thank you for waiting for this reading, water signs. Just so you know, this is for water signs, sun or moon. Moon is more of a conflict with emotions, and with the new moon coming up, I feel that's what we've been feeling for a little bit now. If you've watched my other element readings, you know that or communicated with me on the inner goddess guidance page, you have known that something called me to do your guys' readings first. And, so it made sense for the air signs. And it's interesting because what I read for you guys, what I have here for you guys, I spread this out first and then put the camera on just so you know. And it's just so I talk, so just so I don't run out of time. And I make the video shorter for you guys, so you have to hit page after page if you're on Instagram. But I think you guys needed this reading. And not to be what's going on, but to have some sort of hope. Because I was very thrown off because I expected a similar reading just like the air signs. And I got something completely different. But just looking at the cards, something completely different. What I'm getting though is it's just been a long journey for you guys. Some of you have actually had some interactions with your twin, soulmate, whatever you believe. Someone came back from the past, in other words, and it's usually someone in your past lives or someone you've dated before, your twin flame, soulmate, etc. Someone came back, and I feel like it triggered some people and forced them to go into healing, into a mini hermit mode. I always consider forest swords as a mini hermit mode. And it's kind of caught you in your feels. It's just like stress over this relationship. And it's so weird that I feel this because all these cards are very positive. And I'm just going by what I'm feeling with your energy. Your heart chakra is very open right now, very active, especially with them around you. Hearing arguments, conflicts. Someone brought up the past again, past mistakes, and it triggered some of you water signs, and what you thought was healed was not healed. And so now you've kind of had to go back and rethink it. Some of you, it's been a very long and tiring journey with this, if you're on the twin flame journey. And it's just like, you kind of feel like you're up in an illusion somewhat. But then something happens, they come back, and it all seems well, but then it's like they come back as an immature, arrogant piece of ish, and you don't know why. And the reason I'm saying that is because there's no kings here, which means which means your twin, your soulmate, whoever came back as a lower vibrational aspect. They may have had the mask of high vibration, which will throw you off, in which case you have to use your intuition quite well, in which you've now done that. In September, that's going to be something very highly intuitive you're going to be doing, is following your heart, following your intuition, because I feel like you guys learned a lesson here that when they come back, it's not always for the good, and sometimes it's a lesson for yourself. I was meditating today, and one of the things that kind of came out, and I feel like it's for you guys, you have to understand you cannot heal, you cannot speed the healing process. You cannot do things for them. You cannot save them, is what I was getting. A lot of you can see the error of their way or see the choice they're about to make is a huge mistake, and you want to go, no, stop, please, and the universe says no, you cannot stop it. And that's something I learned a few months ago. You know, you want to save them. You see the choices that they made, the mistakes they're about to make, especially in reading that's coming up. You're like, no, stop, you moron, you idiot. So you feel like that, but you cannot stop it because you know what? It is a lesson they have to learn. And a lot of us feel like, for water signs, I feel like a lot of you feel like if they go and choose the wrong thing, then you feel like it pulls you further apart and it puts you in this, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm tired of waiting, I'm gonna have to wait even more. And I feel like some of you are afraid that it'll pull temptation to you. And you might have already been tempted, because I see the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords, it actually points in two different directions. If you look in this area, it points to the Two of Cups, Ten of Cups. Something that's fulfilling but temporary. Two of Cups is like about reunion and stuff, but what I'm feeling is it's like some of you were pulled into a smaller situation where you kind of met someone who was nice, gentleman-like. Almost some of you kind of very similar to your masculine. I'm not going to say a false twin. I'm not going to say anything like that, but it was like a side that you wish that your twin had. And you kind of drifted off in that area, and it kind of puts you, and then that's when like your twin came back, and that kind of puts you in that Two of Swords energy. Well, what do I go with? Do I go with what will really fulfill me, or do I go with this person? And you have to understand, or you have to feel out that in order, I'll say, for a reunion to occur, they cannot be like this. They actually have to be a king, the emperor, so to speak. Heck, they can even be a queen, I'll say, as long as they come back in a high vibration. A lot of the twin energy did not come back. They came back, but they came back in a lower vibrational state, and that's what caused arguments, distress, and that forced you to go into healing. And when you healed, you came through with the Two of Cups, something like, and it could be just self-fulfillment as well, as what I'm feeling. A lot of you just ended up just building into yourself, putting in the work in yourself, and created your own little abundance of self-love. And you had and what this did was grow a better relationship with yourself. And I see this through the whole month. You developed a better relationship with yourself. You became a better relationship with spirit. You became high vibrational. Once you've kind of experienced this argument, you became high vibrational, and you did not let it deteriorate you from the inside. Sorry guys, so when the energy comes through, I just channel what I'm channeling coming through. But yes, back to my other thing. A lot of you cannot save your masculine. It's not wise to save your masculine, because you will suffer the consequences. It's not like you're going to be punished, but understand that trying to stop them from making their own decision actually pulls you apart. Them making the wrong decision pulls you together, because it's a lesson that it learns. Another thing I got channeled was, if you guys got into an argument, let's say they said something or you said something and it triggered them and then it triggered you, it means more than likely you have a lesson to learn. And so I don't see unions in September for a lot of water signs. I see a small reconciliation, a sincere reconciliation, a start to a union. I don't see straight up unions happening. I see a lot of patience. I see forward movement, but not full reunions yet. And don't take that as a bad thing. It means they need to heal a bit more. They need to come out of these knights, and they need to turn into kings. Some of you are dealing with fire signs, some of you are dealing with other water signs. There's really only a lot right now is more mental space and emotions. Not really a lot of stuff being shown in the physical aspect. What you're projecting through this month is you're not letting anything stop you. And that's one thing, that's the beautiful part. You guys are in your own high vibrational energy. You are the Queen of Cups. You're very intuitive, very emotionally controlled. This is, if you got into an argument and it triggered you, know that in this month is going to be a healing session for you, where you develop a better relationship with yourself and with your spirit, with your spiritual side. And that ends up putting you, attracting law of attraction into abundance. And through that actually turns this energy that you're feeling around, because a lot of you are just tired, about ready to just drop the wands, drop everything and walk away. And deception, I felt like, could also play a role. Something had happened and some of you got lied to, hidden things were brought out and you were triggered. And if you watch readings a lot, you need to stop. That just came through. A lot of people became addicted to readings, and that is a low vibrational standpoint. I've learned that one too. So what I recommend, you need to, I personally don't do a lot of twin readings, because I learned that for myself becoming a reader. Becoming a public reader, I just felt I would only add to the situation from a lesson I just learned. So I decided to do more, as you see, elemental stuff. I do twin flame stuff, but only on important dates, or if I feel the need to be called to. But other than that, I do daily supports. I'm going to start doing bi-weeklies for you guys, and then more element space. And I'm going to be messing around, I guess, with the planets. So you're going to get a lot of this, check your moon sign, check your Venus sign, kind of readings, because I want you guys to get to know yourselves. Once you get to know yourselves, you tend to fall more in love with yourself, and you become Nine of Pentacles. I felt like for a lot of you, like I said, for some of you, you kind of come off imbalance. You got thrown off by these arguments, and I feel like some of you were tested and you did fail, but it puts you in a healing mode, and you're going to pick it right back up. So you're going to recognize it, and that's the beautiful part I noticed in September. It's like, if you fell, you're going to get right back up. You're going to right back up in that high vibrational energy, and you're going to attract the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the fulfillment. You're going to attract the forward progress. I'm actually really wanting to take a look into the bottoms. Okay. Yeah, see. You're going to say, this cycle is being completed. Know that tens are a completed cycle. This cycle will be completed, this low vibrational energy, this I'm tired of waiting for them. I'm tired of these arguments. I'm tired of them coming back as a knight, because guess what? Once that cycle is completed and you learn to stay high vibrational and lessons are learned, they become the King of Cups. Normally the King of Cups is in love but doesn't show it. Like my masculine comes up that way all the time. But in this, I don't know why I was called to do this particular tarot deck for you guys. Everyone else, I did the golden tarot, but this one I was felt called more for you guys. And in this case, they're ready to accept their own emotions of being in love, and they're ready to give you the offerings, and they're ready to share it with you, how they truly feel. A lot of them haven't been honest with you, and in fact a lot of them have been on the defense from you, and you've been on the defense from them. It's trust issues are the lessons I feel for a lot of you this month, and you'll learn to trust. I think a lot of you don't trust yourselves either. But it's something you're going to work on. Like I said, all month you're going to work on it, work on your self-development, and guess what? You're going to get a beautiful offering that's brought into the physical world. Keep in mind, Earth is physical. And you're just going to have patience and stop holding on to the past, because things will be revealed to you. And that's going to send you to your next higher vibration. Okay, not for you. But understand too, guys, they're going under a transformation, and so are you. You have the Ace of Swords here towards the bottom, right underneath the Chariot. You're moving forward to a new start, to a new thought process, to a new, not a new person, but like a new transformational aspect of yourself. That kind of makes you like a new person. When you transform, it's so hard to explain, but you just feel good. What you'll notice is, like, sometimes your eating habits change. Your habits in general will change. You'll focus on yourself more. You'll start exercising more. And you'll just feel good. And it feels like I've never smoked pot, just so you know, but it feels like a high if I had to guess one. It feels like a high, and you just don't want to come off a high vibrational state. And so the difficult part of that this month is maintaining a high vibrational state. A lot of you have been purging, and it's good. Good purging is good, and your purging is healing. So just the problem is, do not dwell in that. Your heart. Sorry guys, your guys' heart chakras are going crazy. Do not. God, why a lot of you guys are emotional? Why am I gonna start crying? Don't cry, please. Purging is healing. Understand that if you're triggered, it's a lesson that you have to learn, and it's not bad. It's best to get up lesson now, because if you don't learn your lessons and you guys come into what seems like a union, guess what? It's a short one, because something happens. And that's something I also saw. Some of you may have came into union, everything was good, and then something days later happened, or weeks later, and it's like suddenly a boom, arguments, and they become the runner-chaser method, runner-chaser thing. And they ran away, and only this time I can see a lot of you chasing them. So I want to get from the new Oracle deck some cards. Usually I pick 3, but sometimes more than that comes out. Okay, that one wants to come out. Loyalty, like that. 3-3. So a lot of you may be getting some messages too, synchronistically. Keep a diary, a journal. It could be in your phone, whatever you have around you. I saw that. Woohoo, that's too many. That's still too many. We're not taking all that. Oh, it's beautiful. I think you guys really need to hear the positive outcomes for this. You guys are moving. That's the whole point of this. Movement. Movement, 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 movement. What you feel is stagnant is not. It's healing, it's movement. Always know that, guys. And you have the Chariot here, and you got a new beginning starting for you. It may not be all this month. It may hit you towards the very end. That's something I felt for myself. Something, you're progressing. I feel a change is coming. And I feel like right after Sunday is going to start rolling through. You're going to start feeling it. You're going to start feeling better after Sunday. If you're not feeling good now, you're going to feel better after Sunday. And you're going to feel this adrenaline. It's like almost like an anxiousness, but it's like, oh my God, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And you have no idea what's coming. That's the scary part. Trust me, I've tried to depict it. You have no idea what's coming, but you feel excited for it. And that's that movement. It's a new start. It could be a new job opportunity for a lot of you guys, starting your own business. It could be a new relationship. It could be a step forward into your union. It's a new beginning though for you guys. It could be a new beginning. It could also be a new beginning with yourself. You could be moving out on your own. You could be building a better relationship with yourself. Like I said, becoming more loyal to yourself, having more respect for yourself, actually taking care of yourself better. Some of you haven't been bathing. Oh, okay, that came out of nowhere. So some of you just haven't been very hygienic lately because it's this argumenting, this anger has put you into this low vibrational energy, has kind of put you in a depressive state. But you're going to move forward with this. Like I said, a lot of you have been getting messages and haven't figured out what it is quite yet. And I do recommend research 1111, 33, 33. Or even just 2 numbers, 33, 44, 55, 77. Like you've been seeing these on the clocks, you've been seeing these wherever it is. Understand that you have a connection. The Grove here, understand that you have a connection to your higher self, to what your highest desires are, and you will get it. I'm going to pull one more for you guys. I'm feeling like I need to pull one more for you guys. You guys have such a beautiful reading. Understand that what you're going through now, it's going to end. Like I said, I feel, and you know what's so funny? It starts off with the 9 of Pentacles, which like I said, I feel like right after the 9th, Sunday, it's all going to start moving forward. Yeah. So right now, like I said, you guys feel very lost, sad, depressed, broken, in this case, fragmented. But you're going to move forward with that. You know why? Because you have the 1 and 5. You're going to move forward from conflicts. You're going to move forward in general, which is 6. And you have the 6 of Cups there. Emotionally, I feel that. The Moon, this came out for the last reading too. A lot of things are going to be revealed to you guys, which will help with this movement. And you may actually attract your partner to be more loyal. Like I said, this could be for anything that resonates for you, twin flame, soulmates, etc. You may attract someone that's a bit more loyal to you. Something you've not really had before, I'm hearing. Okay, so just keep positive, guys. I know it's been a rough ride, but you will get through this. You will. There's a change coming, I assure you. After Sunday, you're going to feel that movement. You're going to feel a lot better. Have a good one, guys.